Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and what time you're watching this. If you're watching it live, it's afternoon. Wednesday afternoon, to be specific. And this is Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, SaleenDriver. The 125th episode of a show about nothing in particular. The show that they said would never last. And they were wrong. I've lasted a while. I've lasted a couple of years, actually. So, happy Wednesday to everybody. Let's see. Matt Doomit, or Dummit. Doomit. First person in here. Good to see you, sir. Battle Angel, one of my reliable regulars and reliable moderators. And Nate the Great, who has declared that he is not late. And no, he is not. Because even though he didn't come in right when I started early. So that means that Nate came in early. Let me just make sure all my windows are set. And CJ is here with the floating eyeballs. Pizza Woman, my number one troll killer. Good to see you, my dear. Good afternoon and that, but we are who? Or we won't what? I don't know what he did. Pizza Woman being cryptic. Slim Shady Kings. Over under 7.5 minutes before he gets the call industry. Could happen, but I suspect you will lose because I'm knowing you, you'll take the under. And I was told today that I wouldn't be getting any calls. And by the way, my mom is feeling much better. Thank you for not asking. I'm feeling okay. I did hurt my back the other day, so I've been sort of sidelined, as it were, and haven't really been very active lately. But that's what happens when you get old. Hoagie's here. Pizza Woman, I have no idea what you're on about, so I don't know. Okay, the odds are set by those are lines are set by the odds makers. Okay, so I didn't know I was there was an odds maker. Battle Angel went to the doctor too. Got to highlight that one. That's not good. That's not good at all. I remember in the bad old days, an appendix operation would take you out for a week. Now it's outpatient surgery. So I hope it's not your appendix, Battle Angel. I hope not. No, nobody needs to be cut open for any reason, but hopefully. The shirt. We won't back down. The Tom Petty song, which they sing at the end of the third quarter at the Swamp. So yeah, I like the shirt. So, and it, I'm not wearing. I'm not sorry, Slim, but I'm not wearing the Hurricane shirt until the day you play Florida State. I understand, Battle Angel, but luckily the recovery time for an appendix surgery nowadays is probably overnight. I mean, you'll probably be back to normal activity in a couple of days. Let's see. Nate the Great. Look, the point is I beat the brakes out of Vic. Okay. Well, I'm sorry you're not a Tom Petty fan, but we can be friends anyway, Pizza Woman. So, does anybody? I know that. Oh, first of all, congratulations to my friend Uncle Lou for winning the third annual Slav Olympics. Um, Dressed as a Roman Catholic cardinal. Somebody, please explain to me where the costumes inspiration came from, because, quite frankly, I don't get it. Good to see you, Steve. Thanks for stopping by. Vic Tubes here. Good to see you, sir. Um, it looked like the crowd was a little smaller than it was last year. Now, I've only seen a few pictures. I haven't seen a lot of video from anybody, so I don't know how many competitors there were, but it looked like a smaller field than usual. Um, but and for the ladies, I understand that today is International Women's Day or something like that. So, um, congratulations to all you women for having a day named for you. May all your chocolates be sweet. May your flowers be blooming. And may, if you are on that time of the month, the time of the month be easy for you. So, get that out of the way. Let's see. But I heard that the and the Pizza Woman is fixed on this shirt for some reason. Um, so hopefully when I drop the link for the StreamYard thing, which will not be long, folks will come on and tell us all about their impressions of how the Slob Olympics went. I can't, obviously, I wasn't there. For those of you who give a damn, and I'm sure almost none of you do, the thing that kept me out of the Slop Olympics was solved. I'm not going to say it was solved easily, but it was dealt with. It was dealt with in a positive manner for me and my family, and that's been taken care of now, and hopefully will not crop up again. And everybody moves forward with their lives. So while it was not great that I missed the Slob Olympics, the reason I missed it ended up being a positive for my family, which, after all, is the thing that really counts. And Pizza Woman is she's just not being nice about Tom Petty. I don't understand that. Sven Krusenberg. I can't pronounce that last name. Sven. Okay, Hale State. I haven't seen the name Sven in here in a long time, so let's see. Right, so there were 15 people competing. Okay. And Nate got 12th place. Vic got 15th place, I guess. I'm not sure. All I know is Lou got first place. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't been a bit more vocal about that, but okay. 24 competitors. Okay, thank you, Battle Angel. Let's see. Ryan Smith, good to see you, sir. Raj came in last. Raj came in last the first year, too, if I remember. No, I don't think he came in late. I think Raj, I don't know if Raj takes the Slav Olympics as a competition or an opportunity to get together with other people and drink beer. But Battle Angels, you haven't been watching him then. I have watched some of his videos. I mean, he didn't seem to be over the top with respect to winning the Slav Olympics. But Battle Angel, since Lou isn't here, can you please enlighten me on the purpose of dressing up like a Catholic bishop? I don't get it. What was he? I don't understand the connection between Catholic bishop and Slavs, but then again, I'm not Catholic. Yeah, who was the most valuable Slav? I'm wondering what that's. Lou is a religious nut. No, no, he's not. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to drop the link for the StreamYard. And y'all know the rules. You have to turn your camera on so I see that you're you and not a naked guy who's trying to get my channel killed off. And we'll see where today goes. And if you were betting that it was 7.5 to 8 minutes before I got kicked off of here because my phone rang, you lost. So because I've been on 11 minutes and 45 seconds, so you lose. RB Smada, good to see you, sir. The Raj Whisperer. Okay. The Raj Whisperer. Oh, that would be Slim. How are you, sir?
Actually, I think Lou's much more of a religious nut than you give him credit for. I think BA's right.
I just don't understand the connection between dressing up like a bishop in the Slav Olympics, but
well, I think he's a closet Catholic, and that was his way of coming out of the closet.
Okay. Well, okay, maybe for 2024 I should show up as a rabbi.
That's a thought.
It's a thought. I have to see if I can go find a copy of the Torah to carry around.
You should have one. How dare you? You're not a very good Jew, are you?
I have a copy of the Tanakh, yeah. And I have a mezuzah on my door.
I have a Torah, a Quran, and a King James Bible. An overachiever.
I don't have much of a use for the Quran, so.
Well, you pay attention to the first half, and it's okay.
Yeah. I've read some of it,
Hey, listen, there are parts of the Bible I can't get through either. Genesis is so fucking boring. I can't do it.
Well,
Not a whole lot of excitement going on. You know what I mean?
No, not until the end of the world stuff. Then it becomes interesting and exciting. So, what place did you fall into in the Slav Olympics?
Me and Pete tied for 5th place.
So, well, do you know the top 5 or so?
Yeah, Lou won. Rec Talk, Georgia Tech man, got number 2. Sea Dog was number 3. Twisted Rooster, South Carolina man, was number 4, and me and Pete tied 4 or 5.
Who came in last? Raj?
Raj did, but he didn't compete in half the events.
Yeah. How'd TK do?
Next to last.
Oh, she have fun though.
Well, I mean, she almost died, but outside of that.
What do you mean she almost died? That's I haven't heard that.
Yeah, she almost died. I mean, it's not that big. She didn't die, so. I mean,
No, but
I mean,
how? But
if she
almost
did,
dying is a big deal. I mean, what did she do? Fall off a
well, I
building?
mean, I can almost die every day. You can almost die getting out of bed. So no, it's not really that big a deal. But listen, if it did happen, yeah, we had the Pope there to eulogize her. Sea Dog had bought a toy shovel to dig the grave. It would have been okay.
VidTube says she had an asthma attack.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I heard that she had an asthma attack. I didn't hear that she almost died because of it, but okay.
Well, I mean, that may be an exaggeration. I don't know, but
Oh.
there was somebody with medication on hand.
Wait a minute. Nate wants me to ask about him. Okay, I'm asking what happened with Nate, other than he was dressed up like a Hooters girl, which
Yeah, he was dressed up like a Hooters girl. Probably scared several small children.
Well, that would scare me, but
I mean, that's about the highlights.
How BVD
I mean, it scared
do?
me too. It scared me too because I was afraid once we got to the 40-yard dash that his hammer might come flopping out.
Ew! No, nobody wants to see that.
See, you see why I was scared.
Yeah. I don't think BVD competed.
Yeah, he did. Now there was some that physically with just one leg it wasn't happening, but
Battle Angel didn't compete, did she?
sorry, go ahead.
Did Battle Angel compete?
No, she was more referee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I heard Friction Vixen was there. Sorry, I missed that.
Yes, she was. I don't remember what place she came in, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, but they had, what did Battle Angel say? They had 24 people competing.
Yeah, we had 24.
That's down a little bit.
Well, I mean, you have to figure. All right, boss. Jay Shipes didn't get his car back from the repair shop, so that wasn't planned.
He obviously wasn't driving a Hyundai.
Well, I mean, he had a rental, so I mean, he wasn't driving a rental up there. I think we had somebody else coming from California, but something came up with work. He wasn't able to attend. Tennille showed up. I think she was supposed to be there earlier, but she didn't get there until after we had started. So, I mean, it was just one of those things, Tiger Baskins at the last minute. Well, I mean, I say last minute. It was maybe a month ago said he wasn't going. We were planning on him being there. With everything that happened with Coach Coop, he was planning on being there. Obviously, family matters came up and he couldn't be there. So, I mean, it's just one of those things, life happens.
Yep. Tell me about it. Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
I understand that there's going to be another softball game.
Well, there's going to be another something. Whether or not it's going to be softball or bowling, we got another contested election on our hands. We took a vote, but there's some controversy and some people aren't happy with the outcome of the vote and are wanting to go different directions.
Most of the people there were from Georgia, so Georgia elections are always fucked up nowadays. So,
well, we've already got a plan in place for everybody that's denying the results of the election. We're going to storm Sanford Stadium. and possibly burn it to the ground. At least their hedges, anyway.
Oh, I got to be a part of it. I got to be a part of that.
Yeah, well, we can call it an insurrection. That's fine. It'll be an insurrection at Sanford Stadium.
Well, it'll be the only insurrection that's happened in this country since J6 sort of fell apart in the past couple of days. Just saying.
Better luck
Just
next time.
saying.
I mean, don't get me wrong. All the goofballs that tore shit up, throw them in jail. Absolutely. They can't just run in places and start tearing shit up. That's just uncouth.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I would. I guess the plan is to have the whatever it's going to be, softball game, bowling, whatever, storming Sanford Stadium and burning it to the ground, whatever. That's supposed to be in July.
Dude, I don't even remember. Because remember, I didn't go to it this past year.
Well, I didn't go either. I couldn't travel at all last year.
But you could have hired a babysitter. You just chose not to.
Yeah, that would have gone over real good.
Yeah, that really would have. That would have gone over like a Jesus joke in Bethlehem.
Yeah. No, there was no way I was going to be able to get away with any of that.
Yeah. Well, I knew my wife wouldn't feel like sitting outside in July, 5 months pregnant, and I wasn't going to leave her sitting at home by herself.
Yeah, but you got okay. Battle Angel says it's around July 23rd, which, if memory serves me correctly, isn't that her birthday?
I believe
Roughly?
so.
I believe
that's
so.
Like the slobs. Last year my birthday was during it. This year it was the week before my birthday. So it just seems to be how these events fall. Traveling Pools is within a couple of days of me too. And there was somebody. Oh, Jay Shipes. He's right there with us.
And a clean-shaven and freshly cutted and shorn Mike Vick.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, look at that baby face. Ain't he so cute?
Yep, that's right. No.
So how'd you enjoy the Slob Olympics, Mr. Vick?
Good.
Evidently, Nate the Great is just thrilled to death that he finished ahead of you.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
He wasted no time in trying to pour some salt on that wound.
Nope.
Why?
Didn't. I don't know.
I don't know what Vic did to Nate, but boy, he was ready to hop on him.
Yeah, I don't know what I did to Nate either, but
yeah, I'm trying to figure out why Nate is all wound up about Mike Vick. I mean,
I don't know. I think it was because I won the slob, the most valuable slob first. So.
Well, he didn't come to the first one.
I know.
Who was most valuable slob this year?
It was Coach Coop. Yeah, because his brother died. So, yeah.
That's why he was unable to attend.
Which is why he was unable to attend. So we gave him the most valuable slob. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Did you all enjoy the snack table?
Yeah, I guess.
Because I gave some money to Battle Angel to buy snacks.
That's right. We did. We had some snacks. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure you had your snacks.
We did.
Yeah, BA does bring up a good point. Like, Nate only beat Vic by a few points. It was only 3 spots.
That's right. That's right.
But then later that night, Vic got his revenge because Vic, being the savage that he is, took his shot like a champ, and old Nate started coughing and hacking, and
Yeah, Nate took an L with the rum. Yeah,
he did.
we had some rum. Yeah.
Did you enjoy
What kind
it, Mike?
of rum?
Yeah, I did. It was
It
rum.
was
I
some
don't know.
It was some stuff I brought. It's called Bumbu, Bumbu.
Yeah, Bumbu. Yeah.
Oh,
It's when we're at the beach.
I should have sent you a couple
we
of
gotta
bottles of
drink
Siesta
rum.
Key rum.
Well, we had a bottle of it there, but it just never got opened.
Oh, you missed out then, because Siesta Key rum is fantastic. Well, if and when they do the Slob Olympics in Florida in 24, I'll make sure that a few bottles or so make it up to the wherever the venue is.
That's right.
Well, have you kept up with how they're doing it for next year?
No.
Yeah, well, it's not just an automatic. Where's it going to be? It's you'd have to put in some effort if you want it in your area. They've set up an email for it, and got to make your pitch, kind of like a bid for a Super Bowl or something. Make your bid for why it needs to be here or there.
Yeah.
Come up with a spot.
I'm not really wedded to the idea of the Slob Olympics coming to Florida.
Why not?
It doesn't have to be for me to try and show up.
Right, but it should. But it should be. But yeah.
I mean, it should be, but if you decided to do it in Alabama, I'd be just as happy. If you wanted to do it in a different part of Georgia again, fine. You want to do it in,
well, like I said, that's how they're doing it.
Louisiana, that's fine. I just don't fucking do it in Mississippi.
Then I suggest, if you don't want it somewhere, I suggest you put in a bid for a place, come up with a place to stay, a place to do it. Like, I'm going to call some hotels. We were talking about doing it in Clearwater. I'm going to start calling some in Clearwater, see if I can get a seduced rate for a block of rooms right there on Clearwater Beach. And we got everything we need right there.
Ouch.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I like the idea of Clearwater Beach. There's not really anything terribly college football related in Clearwater.
Who cares? That's not the point. What is there? I mean, there's nothing college football related in Isle of Palms.
I thought if anyone wanted to do it, they'd probably do it in Jacksonville, because at least there you have the Gator Bowl. Or
terrible.
Well, yeah, it is terrible, but I would love it if it was in Clearwater. That'd be really cool.
Well, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna make some phone calls and I'm gonna put in a bid for Clear. I mean, I would do one for Memphis, but I'd feel really bad. And I told this to Pete earlier today on his show. I'd feel really bad putting in a bid for Memphis and it won, and then somebody come to Memphis and get shot, because that's just the way it is in Memphis.
Yeah. Yes, maybe we shouldn't do it in Memphis.
Well, nobody got shot in Atlanta.
Yeah, there you go. No one got shot in Atlanta.
Well, this is true.
So, yeah.
And now Atlanta's crawling with Antifa.
Yeah, there you go. Antifa, but yeah.
Antifa. They got Antifa, they got BLM, they got pot smoking going on in the streets. Yep. They got street racing. Hey, downtown Atlanta's got something for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, the reason I was going to make do this bid for Clearwater Beach is because it's much like Isle of Palms. It's kind of self-contained. You've got the hotels, which lead right onto the beach. You have a big park right in the middle. Even if you didn't want to necessarily do it on the beach, there's a park. And then there's restaurants lining Clearwater Beach, and everything is within walking distance.
Oh, yeah. You can park your car at the hotel and never touch it for the entire weekend.
Exactly, which is what a lot of us did this past weekend. And so being familiar with Clearwater Beach is what made me think to do that.
Yeah. And even though it's the 25th best 24th best beach in all of America, it's still a great beach.
That would be fake news and alternative facts.
That would be according to TripAdvisor.
Fake news, alternative facts, and misinformation.
Well, I got to say, though, Clearwater Beach would be better than, say, Siesta Beach, which is where Battle Angel and Lou went to when they came and visited me last year. Because Siesta, contrary to popular belief, does not have a lot of hotels on it, especially affordable ones. There's only really one, or there's only two places that there are a grouping of restaurants, and there's no parking for them, and
right.
The hotels are not near the restaurants. So,
right, and then I thought too, with it being in Clearwater, you can be in Tampa in less than half an hour, and
yep.
Tampa, you've got Hard Rock, you've got Busch Gardens, you've got Ybor City, you've got Lowry Park Zoo.
Oh, this crowd would love Ybor City. Oh my God!
Right?
What's Ybor City?
Ybor City is
it's basically Bourbon Street to Tampa.
Yeah, it used to be a heavily Cuban section of Tampa, and that's where they have the old cigar factories.
Oh yeah,
there are still a few actually there, but now it's turned into basically what Slim said. It's basically Bourbon Street in Tampa.
Oh yeah, the old cigar.
But with more parking, I think. It's interesting, for all you young folks, but
and then who would possibly want to miss Hulk Hogan's beach restaurant in Clearwater, right? I mean, that's a go-to destination.
No, it didn't.
No,
it didn't. No,
that was a joke.
No, they don't even serve half. They don't even serve half decent food there.
No.
Well, you sound like you know from experience.
One time.
And
one
time was enough, right?
One time was enough.
Yeah.
I was not buying. I was taken there, and I said, "No, I ain't going back." I don't even think I could find it again. Jesus.
I just know it's somewhere down on Clearwater, but I didn't even go looking for it last time because I don't care about that.
If I go into that area, usually now I go to a place called Quaker Steak and Lube.
What?
And, usually
wait, what now?
Quaker Steak and Lube.
Steak and Lube.
It's never mind. It's a car joint, car and motorcycle club.
Well, don't forget there's Gators right down there off of Clearwater Beach too.
Yep, and that's pretty good stuff.
That's where I went and got my fried gator last time I was down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I had BA and Lou here, I took them to. I was going to take them to a really nice restaurant. I wanted to really, impress them with something, and unfortunately.
But Lou didn't want that. So. He wanted to go
any place where he can't wear.
He wanted to go somewhere where he could wear a hat. So yeah.
So I ended up taking him to a place here called Filthy Creek Oyster House, and
see, I like going to. I think we would have fun at Gators because Lou would annoy the piss out of them. Because I annoyed the piss out of him wearing a whole bunch of Miami gear in there, so I know Lou would wear his Georgia stuff in there and annoy him.
Well. I'll make sure to wear enough Florida stuff to outshine you both.
That's not. Wait a minute. Did you see any pictures from the Slob Olympics, sir? You cannot. There is no more Gator gear equivalent than the Miami gear I wore at the Slob Olympics.
There you go.
I saw some pictures.
He dressed up as the duck. Yes, I saw
the
Sebastian.
Duck.
Right, yeah.
I did see the duck. So okay.
I will wear that to Gators just to annoy them. I don't care. I have no shame.
They're too drunk to care. I've been to Gators.
Well, I went there at lunchtime. Everybody was still sober.
Really?
They had somebody. Yeah, they had somebody in there playing a steel drum. Kind of cool.
That does not happen.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was lunchtime.
TK's here.
So they.
Now it's a party.
Yeah, so I guess whatever restaurant we decide to go to, I guess it would help if we had a reservation, because when we were trying to get into some of the restaurants on Isle of Palms, they had like an hour and a half wait. So yeah.
Ouch. Well, I'm used to hour and a half waits after living in Atlanta for as long as I did. Nobody back in the day, back then, nobody takes reservations. So you no matter where you go, you wait at least an hour. After my first daughter was born, we stopped going out to dinner because, the wife and I could wait that long, no problem. But you cannot make a toddler wait that long. It's impossible.
You can't. No, you can't. Yeah, so we did end up going to Smugglers on Saturday night instead. So
yeah, everybody eventually figured my idea was the best one, because I said screw that hour and a half wait, and I left everybody, and then everybody just followed me down there.
I'm going to take a risk that I'm going to let this guy in.
Who is it?
Doesn't start a war.
Who is it? Oh, Nate.
Play nice, Nate.
Yeah.
I'll play nice, but I won't go hardcore.
Okay.
All right. Well, Vic's a big boy. You're going to go hardcore on him. I guarantee he can take it. He can dish it out.
I can brag all I want because I beat Vic and stuff, but those events are over. But I can't hide the fact I beat him into a landslide. Well, I wouldn't say landslide. It was not a landslide.
You beat him by like 4 points.
Yeah, but still, I beat him though, right? But
he's got a point. 4 points or 100 points.
Yeah,
still beat him. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you can't say you stomped him when you only won by 4 points.
I did stomp him by the 4-yard dash, but that didn't count. That's right.
Well, great. That's like bragging that you beat BBD in an ass kicking contest.
Well, I mean, I beat BBD in the 40 too. So I mean,
that reminds me of a quick side question. Last year, I know there was controversy, and one or two of the events got dropped out of the total. And
I don't know why.
One of the events, the 40-yard dash.
One did, and there was controversy again with the 40. Because VA doesn't know how to start a race.
And
you hold up a pistol.
See, I get
see, that's what I was all for, but I made that suggestion. People got mad at me.
Well, I mean,
were there any events that got dropped this year?
Just the 4-yard dash.
Yeah, just the 40. We didn't count
again.
Yeah, freaking again, bro.
Maybe here's an idea that I'll float out to the people that may or may not be listening, that may or may not be giving a damn. Why not hold the 40-yard dash in stages?
Like
maybe split the field in half.
Well, what they're talking about doing is like other events. And Pete made this suggestion Monday. Just do 2 at a time.
Well, maybe not 2 at a time, but maybe if you got 24 people, maybe line up 6 of them, and the top 2 from each heat. You have 4 heats of 6. The top 2 go on to the final heat, and run a race to determine the winner.
I mean, I don't really care. I was out there wearing mascot feet trying to do the 40-yard dash.
You can see shit. But yeah, my idea, I didn't tell Pete yet, but here's my idea for the 40 if we do it.
Well, at least Battle Angel admits she made a mistake.
No, but nobody's perfect. I wasn't, and that wasn't meant to down anybody. It's
I don't know. I think the countdown was pretty clear to me, but.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
1, 2, 3, go.
Whatever.
The problem is she left off the go.
I find it interesting, though, that the 40-yard dash, she's responsible for the countdown of the 40-yard dash. And Lou has 2 bad knees and can't run worth shit.
Yeah, maybe we should have brought an air horn to
exactly
start the race.
Well, see, Raj had a megaphone.
Yeah, but my idea was like for the 40 for next year or in the future is like do the NFL combine style, basically. Like you do one at a time, like individually.
Well, with 24 people, that would take forever.
Well, that's true.
We can't all do like individually. It has to be a race.
Or
I think a race. I think a race is the easiest. Yeah.
I think people are taking it way too seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, so what if there's a little foobar with it? It's the 40-yard dash in the Slob Olympics.
Yeah, I didn't.
Seriously?
Did you guys run on sand or on grass?
Sand, we ran in sand.
It was on the beach.
We ran in sand, yeah.
That probably slowed everybody down pretty good.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And did Pete manage to get through the whole thing without hurting himself again?
Yeah.
He didn't fall. Luckily. He didn't fall down, and I think he was about the only person who didn't.
I don't want to talk about me.
It's hard to run in soft sand.
Yeah.
Well, that whole bat spin obstacle course is now going to be a permanent addition.
Yeah,
the footage from that is hilarious.
Yeah,
well,
there you go.
What's more hilarious, I'll actually admit it, that I fell down twice, like Pete did last year.
You don't have to admit it, Nate. There's video
doing
evidence.
the bat spin.
I just found it funny. That's all. I just found it funny, which is everyone did. So, but yeah, like I said in comments, I promised I would not do Hooters costume again, which is kind of a scary.
And we had another tied event because me and Vic tied this year on the trivia.
Yeah, again, that's right.
So nobody could, neither one of you could out-duel the other?
Nope.
I mean,
at some point we decided to just call it a tie. They said, all right, this is the last round.
Now, to be fair, if there was a shot clock, Mike Vick probably would have been called on one of his questions by the shot clock, but we didn't have one.
What kind of trivia was it? Just general trivia?
Luckily, there was no
shot clock. It was basically the same thing as last year, that Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Shot clock. Yeah.
Nope, that's what I said. There wasn't one.
Yeah, we got a shot clock in baseball now, but we don't have a shot clock in Olympics.
Delay of game. Yeah.
You got a pitch clock, a shot clock, but we ain't got no clock.
I can't wait for the clock bullshit in baseball to blow up in somebody's face at the wrong time and create a 10-year-long controversy.
Well, it's already cost the Braves a game.
It's the dumbest idea I've ever heard out of the Major League Bitches Association.
Well, how long is the pitch clock?
20 or 24 seconds. I don't remember.
But
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Like, the reason it cost Atlanta a game is because they were now, granted, it was an exhibition game, but they were in the bottom of the ninth. And if the pitcher is on the rubber and the clock hits 8 and the batter's not in the box, it's an automatic strike.
Thank you, Pizza Woman's 15 seconds.
There you go.
I think it's the stupidest idea. I mean, in a season of stupid pro sports ideas, this pitch clock, shot clock, batter clock bullshit really takes the cake. I mean,
clock, shot clock, batter clock bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Play clock, yeah. Play clock, shot clock.
Baseball is a 19th century pastoral, sit in the stands and drink beer for 5 hours, boring ass sport from an era that nobody is alive from when it was invented.
Yeah, hit a
And
ball with a stick.
trying to make baseball exciting and fast paced in the 21st century is a fool's paranoid.
Well, the problem that they're having is they're trying to fix a problem that they created, much like with football.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
they're whether it's college football, whether it's NFL, whether it's baseball, the reason these games take so long is because they've added so many commercial breaks to it.
Sure, it's about
So
money. That's why.
so they created a problem, and now they're like, oh, we need to fix it.
Money, yeah.
Sounds like the fucking government. Yeah, we created a problem. Let us fix it.
What's up? What's up, Watch 62? How you doing, man?
That's right. That's how it is. People create problems, and then they try to fix them. Yep.
I think you're trying to make Lost Slim. You're trying to make baseball a fast pitch game, and it's not built that way. The season's too long. The games are too long, and yeah, baseball's hopeless. I see my friend from down under, LC, aka Libby. Good to see Libby.
LC.
Libby is coming to the United States this year. She's going to visit. Going to do a long visit and a tour of the United States. And she is deathly afraid because she thinks that the United States is nothing more than a bunch of yahoos running around with guns strapped to their hips, and she's going to get shot.
Well,
I kept telling her.
Well, some people are like that, but
if she stays out of the big cities, she'll be fine.
Some people are like that, but most of us aren't. But some people
you can't convince her of that because But she's landing in Los Angeles, which is her first mistake. She shouldn't be landing in Los Angeles. But if she get out of Los Angeles alive, she'll be okay.
Well, I mean, I got out of Los Angeles alive, so.
Well, yeah, but that's not recently, is it?
No.
I did suggest where we should. I know for a bit. I didn't suggest a bid yet, but
I mean, I really didn't see that much of L.A. Yeah, mostly just
Libby.
Hollywood.
Nobody plays cricket in America because we have better things to do with our lives. So
yeah, mostly just Hollywood. But
do you know cricket games or cricket matches or whatever the fuck they're called? Those things can last for a week.
Right. So I mean, I guess I saw the only the the good parts, most like the Hollywood and Beverly Hills and
well, at least you didn't have to
Bel Air, and Bel Air, and
I've been to California one time in my life, and I'm never going back.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. When was that?
2008, right at the end of 2008, and over the new year, and we flew back home on January 2nd because my commie sister was getting married.
Oh yeah, that was your sister's wedding.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go.
But you went anyway. So
I went anyway because I was placating my parents. I wanted to stay here and watch a Sugar Bowl with my friends and watch Tim Tebow's last football game as a Gator, and instead I'm sitting in the People's Republic of Californication, bored out of my skull.
Okay. That was in 2000. Okay, I thought that was in 2009 was his last game.
New Year's Day 2009, the Sugar Bowl.
Okay.
They played against Cincinnati.
Okay.
And Tebow only missed. I think he threw like 30 passes that game and only missed 3 of them.
Okay.
He set records that are still standing in the Sugar Bowl.
Right.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
And I was stuck in California watching it. I had to bribe the manager of the sports bar in the hotel
My
to get him to put the
my
game on
headphones
TV.
died.
Vic's headphones died. Oh boy. Well, Albert, California is overrated and expensive, but California is actually, according to statistics, they're losing about 1,000 people a day now. They're actually depopulating. 3 years in a row, their population has been dropping. And that's because of their insane policies and
Right. Well, good for them, right? Because then they're going to leave California and they're going to vote Democrat in other places, right?
no, actually, a lot of them are coming to Florida and they're voting Republican.
Oh, okay. So always
Never
your
mind.
stories about be wanting to leave,
Well,
liberal
most of them are going.
California,
A
but bringing
lot of them
all
are
their
going to Arizona and
liberal
Texas.
stuff to other places. Is that you always hear about that? But
Well, there's the famous shirt that pops up every once in a while. Don't New York my Florida.
yeah, don't New York.
So far, so good. They're not.
No, yeah.
They sure are trying to California. They're Texas, though.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Well, most of them are showing up in Austin.
They're
Yeah.
trying to Californicate Texas.
Well, that's only going to happen to a certain extent because that shit ain't going to fly out in West Texas.
Nope, it's not.
No, they're just like shooting them.
It's a good thing that they're that they're going to Austin instead.
Well, you can build a wall around Austin and keep all the liberal inside it, and
Right, but
they'll
then
be fine.
okay, keep all the liberals inside. Okay.
Damn, trying to
Yeah,
make
it works for
Austin
me.
sound like a prison. Jesus.
It is a prison. It's a liberal hellhole in the middle of a red state.
Yeah, the liberal hellhole. Yeah.
That's right. See, VicTube is picking up while I'm putting down.
Yeah. So did you hear about? I don't know if you heard about how Nate jumped in the pool. Yeah.
No, I didn't hear.
Nate
I haven't heard
took
a
his
lot
shirt
about
off,
what
and
was
then he
happening.
jumped in the pool, and then he went and put on and he went and dried off and put on a new shirt, but he kept his wet shorts on. Yeah.
Well, apparently you're not watching anybody's show because that's been all the talk on all the shows since we've
Yeah,
come
and
back.
did you I don't know, did you hear about the guy who was rubbing his rock on the side of the pool?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, it was late at night. There was this naked guy, and he started.
Where are these videos? What channels are these videos?
And then he started rubbing his rock. Yeah.
Lou's channel, Pete's channel, same old places.
He started
You can see you're not watching anybody's shows.
Yeah.
I've been a little busy. Sorry.
You can multitask.
Yeah.
I listen to them while I'm driving.
So they said.
I'll go watch some of the videos and see if I can catch
he was
up
drunk,
but somebody rubbing their
you
rock
won't.
on the side of the pool.
You won't find the video on YouTube, obviously, but
I hope not.
Nobody
wants to see that.
Saleen, all that was some drunk guy got in the pool naked at like 2:30 in the morning and started choking his chicken. I mean, that's really all there is to it.
But one question that I do have, and I know Battle Angel's still in here. I'm pretty sure she's still in here, and I know I saw TK earlier. What happened with the slumber party?
What slumber party? Oh yeah, you mean where the YouTube angels were supposed to have a pillow
and Battle
fight.
Angel and Mrs. Pete, and I think
they
Friction.
They were
going to have a slumber party.
Yeah, they were supposed to have a pillow fight. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Yeah, they were supposed to have a
apparently
pillow fight.
didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Well, damn it! That was a pay-per-view video. I would have.
I know you wanted to see the pillow fight. Yeah, I think we all did, but
I think we all did.
Well, we kept our debauchery late night and out in the hallways of this hotel, so it didn't happen.
It wasn't a night of debauchery again, except for the naked guy who jumped in the pool. But yeah,
Well, I assume the naked guy wasn't one of the slobs.
No,
No, him and some of his Navy
he
buddies
was
were there.
not. He was not one of ours, thankfully. But
No,
Watch
that was a government employee.
6'2", baseball. I think the only thing I can say good about baseball over cricket is baseball, believe it or not, is faster than cricket in terms of the overall length of the game.
what is cricket?
I have no fucking idea what cricket is. You need
Cricket-
somebody from the UK or India or one
Yeah,
of the
so
old
is-
British
so
colonies.
is-
to
so is
explain
that
cricket
the
is
game?
cricket is British baseball. It's basically what baseball was modeled after.
Okay, so what's the game called where you hit the ball with a hammer?
Polo.
croquet.
Yeah, croquet. Or yeah, they gotta hit the ball through the with the
Wickets.
with the hammer. You have to hit it through the little bracket. Yeah.
Yeah,
Croquet
they're called
and,
wickets, I think.
and
You got to hit it
polo.
through the thing that looks like a giant staple. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
So
croquet.
Yeah.
I mean, polo is
Now,
basically the same thing.
Now I actually got to witness a what's the name of the it's on the tip of my tongue. The one where they play where they're riding horses. And
Yes,
these big long
that's
mallets.
polo.
That's polo.
Polo, thank you.
It's basically
I got
the
to
same
actually
thing.
watch a polo match a few months ago. There's actually a polo club nearby in a development called Lakewood Ranch, which is relatively near where I am. And they have a polo club and they hold matches or whatever they're called.
Polo.
I want to know who teaches all the horses to swim in water polo.
No, water polo is played with people, not with horses. But
Can
they're
I
just
time
trying
him out
to
for that one?
Yes, the
Vic,
game where they're in the pool and they try to
Vic,
throw the ball into the goal. Yeah.
He was
Vic.
making a very bad joke.
It was a joke, Vic.
Yeah, I
It
know
was
that.
a bad joke.
But yeah, they try to throw the ball into a goal. Yeah.
He's not getting it, Slim.
No,
so.
I do get it. It's water polo, so you would think that it would be played with horses in the pool, but yeah.
Albert Sanchez says, "Isn't that a phone brand? Cricket? No, I don't think.
Yeah, Cricket Wireless. Yeah.
Cricket
It
Wireless
is a
is a
phone
cellular
company.
phone provider brand, but not a phone.
It's like
Same difference.
Mint Mobile. Yeah. Did you know that?
I'm still on 18.
Did you know
I'm still on 18.
that Golden Blue dude is doing a promo on Mint Mobile? So yeah.
Oh yeah, did Ryan Reynolds call him?
Yeah, I guess so. He's partnering with Ryan Reynolds, yeah, to give people quality, affordable phone service. So yeah.
That sounded almost like a paid advertisement, Vic.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do advertisements on my channel, sir.
Oh, sorry.
You know what the most awesome Pizza Woman? You know what the most awesome thing about Ryan Reynolds is?
What?
He's the one that gets to he's the one that gets to shtup Blake Lively.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the best part about being Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds gets on my nerves. That sumbitch finds an excuse in every single movie he's in to take his fucking shirt off. It's like, leave your blouse on, sweetheart. Don't nobody want to see all that.
Good to see you here, Ken. Appreciate you stopping by. I do. Anyone who gets to tap Blake Lively on a regular basis, you know, that's a lucky man in my book.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with that statement.
You got that deep husky voice. Yeah. But, you know, that's just me. Oh, well. So
Oh,
all
yeah,
we
and
know about
also,
all we know about the July thing is it's going to be in July. We're not sure of the exact date, but it's looking like the
it's supposed to be
23rd,
the last weekend in
and it's in
Well,
Athens.
July, right?
I don't think anything. What we're doing is not even settled yet. So I think they need to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah,
before
we don't
they
know if
even
it's
try to
gonna
set the
be.
date.
Yeah, we don't know if it's gonna be softball or bowling. So
Well, considering how hot Athens can be in July,
Suck it
maybe
up,
you might
Buttercup.
want to maybe you might want to consider the fact that the specimens showing up are not the healthiest
well, I
in the
guess
world.
y'all sucked it up last year. So I mean,
Yep.
Well,
Suck
they
it up
did.
again
I
this
didn't.
year.
Well, I would have shown up last year, but
we might do bowling, and our bowling alley also has an arcade too. So
Yeah. Well, it was put to a vote. The vote was for softball.
yeah, the Showtime
happened to-
Bowl. Yeah.
What happened to democracy, people?
Yeah, my
didn't
allegiance
somebody
is
say
to the
that there was
republic,
controversy in the
to
vote?
democracy.
No, there was no controversy. It's just apparently.
Raj decided to
Sir-
put it to a vote, and he didn't like the vote. So
The outcome. So he's claiming it to be an illegitimate vote.
well, I
since
guess he
Rod is
can.
probably-
I guess he can. He can veto, right? And then
Well,
I
I
guess
mean, Rod is
if
the
we
one that's
really
causing
want
to put the damn thing together.
to
So
play softball, we may have to come back and give him a 2/3 majority. So
Well, this is Raj and Traveling Fools deal, so I guess they're gonna figure it out.
yeah, I was gonna say since Raj and Traveling Fools are the ones that are putting the whole thing
yes, I
together,
think that
they probably have the
softball was the overwhelming majority. So
well, if it's softball, I'm probably I'm going to come up. Unless something gets in my way, I'm planning on going because, hey, not to sound too terribly maudlin about it, but
think
I'm with you guys.
I'm just gonna watch. But yeah,
But I probably wouldn't be able to play the game because that kind of twisting motion could probably put me flat on my back.
right. Well, that's
Yeah,
okay.
Well, maybe I
if
could
Puffer
be
Billy
the-
Paul can get out there, so can you.
Well, maybe I'll be the umpire or something.
No, I thought Michael Hogue is going to be the umpire. But
Oh well,
Yeah,
then
Michael Hogue's the umpire.
yeah,
Well,
did he go last year?
And one Angel Hernandez in this fucking softball game is gonna be bad enough. We don't need multiple.
Huh? Angel.
Oh, Shippy's finally showed back up after I timed him out. Making a Brokeback Mountain.
Jill and going, Jill Hahn going back from Brokeback Mountain to now doing Roadhouse. Okay, whatever.
Roadhouse wasn't Roadhouse before Brokeback Mountain?
I don't know.
They're doing a remake.
It's a remake of
A
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse?
Yes.
And I've never
God.
seen.
That's what they're
Brokeback
up to. They're remaking 80s movies. They're doing a remake of Highlander too with Henry
So they're
Cavill.
going to do a remake of Roadhouse. So who's going to play Dalton this time? Is it going to be no? We're going to get a large.
No.
You know what?
Did
If I say
you just
I'm
read
going to
his
say
comment?
anything more, I'll get killed.
Jake Gyllenhaal is gonna take over Patrick Swayze's character.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Why can't I place that? Who's
The
Jake
dude from
Gyllenhaal?
Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, I know, but there were two of them. Which
That's
one?
right. It was
Considering one of them's dead.
Yeah,
He
that
is?
was
Yeah,
Heath
Heath Ledger's
Ledger.
dead.
Yeah.
The Olsen twins killed him.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Ledger.
I never saw Humpback Mountain, so I didn't pay attention.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, but you
Yeah,
have
they're
seen
both
Heath
in it.
Ledger and things.
Yes, but they're
Yes,
both
I've seen
in
Heath
it.
Ledger and things. Yeah.
Okay.
So the other guy that played in Humpback Mountain is going to
Brokeback
be the new Dalton.
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. I mean, he's done a bunch of stuff. He was in Donnie
Yeah.
Darko.
Donnie Darko.
He's done a bunch of stuff over
He
the
did
years.
Okay, so yeah,
October
I
Sky.
think I can picture him now. He doesn't look like a tough guy, if I remember correctly. But I
October
guess
Sky.
then again, Patrick Swayze doesn't really look like a tough guy
Yeah, I'm
either.
about to say, who was Patrick Swayze really intimidating? I think Sam Elliott might have come across as more intimidating.
I love Sam Elliott. Everything he's in is, even that piece of shit movie he did with Whoopi Goldberg, where he was good in.
Huh, okay. What piece
What
of
are they
shit
called?
movie?
Fatal
I don't
Beauty.
know. Well, how can he be good if he be good? Yeah, he was good in it, but it was a piece of shit movie.
Well, it was a piece of shit movie because it had Whoopi Goldberg in it.
Whoopi Goldberg. What was the movie?
There are plenty of great actors in terrible movies.
Yeah.
I mean,
The name of the movie was Fatal Beauty.
I've never seen it.
It's one of those standard, cop goes from, cop chasing baddies around the city, shooting people up, and they finally get some nonsense. Sam Elliott was the highlight of that movie, but the rest of the movie was absolute trash, which describes Whoopi Goldberg, absolute trash.
And what's your hate on with Whoopi?
Do you have, how long let's see, we only have about an hour left. I
It's
can't really
because
go into it.
she's woke. That's why.
I mean, I don't care what goofy shit she believes. I mean, there are plenty of them that believe goofy shit I don't.
She's woke.
Whoopi
Okay, well, go
Goldberg,
ahead.
Whoopi Goldberg is hard to look at, intolerable to listen to, not funny anymore, and a lunatic.
So what do you mean by not funny anymore? You mean she used
to be a very funny stand-up comic, and she's not funny anymore.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She'd rather go for that angry applause thing than try and make people laugh now. And I thought she was a waste of space in Star Trek Next Generation.
She was in Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah, she played some kind of long-lived alien named Guinan. And she was
probably going to outlive you. So you sitting here talking shit.
No, have you seen Whoopi Goldberg lately?
Well,
I mean, you can't help but see Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know. She's big as a house.
She absolutely outslobs the entire cast of the Slob Olympics.
Really, even no.
Oh, she done she done packed on some pounds on the set of The View. Yeah.
Some pounds? That's like saying that the Grand Canyon is some kind of good-sized hole.
All right, I need to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Okay, well, turn off your microphone, please. We're not having a repeat of that shit again. So CJ and Pizza Woman are involved in some kind of basketball game thing. That's right. March Madness starts today, doesn't it? Huh. Not that I pay any attention to that crap, but never been much of a college basketball fan. I don't know. I used to love pro basketball, but I never got into the college game very much. What about you, Slam? Slam? Am I alone here? Is this on? Hello, is this on? It might be on. Pizza Woman says next week is March Madness and it's not crap. Okay, well, I'm not a college basketball fan. Even when there was all that madness in Gainesville a while ago, just never got into it. Used to love pro basketball, but that was a long time ago. Pro basketball, that's not even a fun game to watch anymore. So they're gonna remake Roadhouse.
Yeah, they're remaking that, and they're remaking Highlander.
Why? Well,
I don't
why
know.
not?
I think it's a terrible fucking idea because I mean you're probably gonna fuck up a great movie.
Did they run out of ideas in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Is there nobody that can come up with a creative idea anymore?
No.
So I guess I should be grateful that according to you guys, the lead character of Roadhouse remake is going to be a guy. I mean, they could have easily gone with, well, possibly a female, possibly something else. In the interest of being woke. Bet you there won't be any. I bet you there won't be any nudity anymore.
Even it has its limitations.
And I'm sure that the bad guy will be a straight white male again, because straight white males are always bad now.
Well, I mean that was the bad guy in the last one, so
yeah, I was going to say that they're going to make him even more. They'll probably make him a racist and homophobic as well, just to really drive that point home. And this, I bet you this. I bet you the Sam Elliott character will be a woman.
Get Ronda Rousey in there or something.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey, maybe one of the other, maybe a former pro wrestler or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, at least with Ronda Rousey, she could legitimately fuck up a bunch of guys.
Well, yeah.
Ain't no well to that. That's a fact, sir.
Yeah, she could do. I hope all that pro wrestling she's doing now hasn't dulled her skill set. And she had a kid. I didn't even know this until recently. She actually had a baby.
I don't keep up with her.
Oh, well. But let's see. Highlander, huh? You're going to fight with swords again?
Get to replace Sean Connery. Who's going to replace? Henry Cavill is replacing Christopher Lambert. So who's replacing Sean Connery?
Who's replacing Lambert?
Henry Cavill, the guy who played Superman.
The most recent one?
Yeah, the most recent Superman.
See, I stopped watching all the comic book stuff a long time ago, so I barely keep up with that. Oh, Brandon Pratt. Good idea, sir. Except that they won't hire Gina Carano for anything anymore because she was a vaccine questioner.
No, that's not why she went off the rails. That's not why they went off the rails with her.
Well, they shouldn't have gone off the rails with her because she's a good actress. And she's entitled to her opinion. Anyway.
I mean, I haven't seen anything she's ever. Well, I think that I saw one Fast and Furious that she was in, but
yeah,
I haven't seen anything else.
Jay Shipe said he had no idea Tiger Cat was so skinny. Neither did I. I had the only pictures I had ever seen of Tiger Cat was from the neck up, and looks like she's in good shape.
Yeah, I get she's in the Mandalorian Pizza Woman. I've just never seen it.
Oh, she was also in the first Deadpool.
That's right. She was in that. I forgot about that.
Yeah. She was what was the name of her character?
So I've seen two things with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was always.
I think she would probably do. I think she would do a good replacement for the Sam Elliott character, but who knows?
Well, no, I think you need to replace the Sam Elliott character with a Sam Elliott type, and Sam Elliott's not a woman. Sorry.
Yeah, but you're talking about 2023, and this is the age of woke.
I don't give a fuck.
I know that, and I don't give a fuck either, but you've got to understand how the idiot the idiotocracy in Hollywood thinks.
That's all well and good, but you're even seeing them backpedal on that shit because they're tired of losing money.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
The almighty dollar ends up speaking louder than all, and yeah, they're losing money.
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think who would replace Sean Connery in The Highlander.
I won't go see it because that movie doesn't need to be remade.
No, it doesn't. One of my favorite sci-fi programs, TV programs of all time, was Babylon 5, which you may or may not have heard of, or may not have.
Yeah, watched. I've heard of it. I didn't watch it, but I've heard of it.
It was a fantastic 5-year run. It was planned on being a 5-year run. It ran its 5 years and ended. It had a fantastic cast. It was well written. It was lightning, in my opinion, lightning in a bottle type of TV show. And they're talking about doing a remake, and I'm thinking to myself, this show doesn't need to be remade. Let it be. You will never capture that kind of lightning in a bottle again with any kind of sci-fi TV show. It was beautifully shot. It was beautifully written. It was wonderfully acted. It had a great story over the 5-year arc. It was a fantastic story. Let it be. Not everything has to be remade. Let it be.
I don't think much of anything needs to be remade, especially if it was good enough the first time.
I agree.
I mean, yes, the shark in Jaws looked horrible, but that's why they didn't show it a whole lot, and that added to the menacing character of the shark.
By the way, guys, gals, don't forget to click the thumbs up button for me.
The shark, yeah, the shark is working, but yeah.
Oh, I was rudely interrupted. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button for me. It does help with the channel. It does help with the YouTube search algorithm. It does help things to
hit the thumbs up. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Smash that thumbs up button, god damn it.
Yeah.
And I know they're all into sequels as well. They need to stop that. There are, I can only think of a couple of movies where the sequel was as good or better than the original. So it doesn't happen often. Stop doing it.
I think the entire third trilogy of Star Wars should never have been made. Why?
Well,
yeah, I agree.
There's talk of retconning it.
Well, no, I don't think that it. I don't think that it shouldn't have been made. I just think that it should have been made better. But yeah.
I don't think they should have been made at all. You had the last episode. You had episode 6 end on a high note. The Empire was destroyed. The Emperor was dead. Everyone was happily ever after.
Had scripts wrote when he sold it. Why not go ahead and finish George Lucas's trilogy the way he wanted it?
I bet what George was gonna do would have been better than what we got, but
not much so.
Episodes 7, 8, and 9 were absolute trash.
Yeah, Brandon Pratt says they should cast my Mike in the new Roadhouse.
I mean, the prequel trilogy was at the time it was considered to be, not so great. The prequel trilogy looks like absolute, award-winning sci-fi compared to the third trilogy, which was absolutely
the only one I really kind of had a problem with the prequel trilogy was the Phantom Menace. But that was just nitpicky stuff. I didn't have a problem with it.
So what was bad about it?
I could do with some less Jar Jar. I was not even as a kid.
Well,
I wasn't a big fan.
Besides Jar Jar, but yeah.
Besides Jar Jar Binks and that entire Gungan, but Jar Jar. Besides him, I thought Phantom Menace was a good movie.
Y'all
Yeah, I
don't
mean
y'all don't
that's
like y'all don't like Jar Jar. Yeah,
The
I don't
what-
have a problem with Jar Jar. I could have just done with a
Jar
little
Jar
less
Binks.
Jar Jar. That's
Would you
all.
know that? Would you know that that Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord? So yeah.
I've heard the
yeah,
rumors.
we
Yeah,
heard that. But episodes 2 and 3 could have done without the
Yeah,
horror,
I
which
mean,
was Natalie
I
Portman
mean, he gave
and
he gave the Supreme Chancellor emergency powers. So I mean,
yeah.
so what do
Natalie
you say? He
Portman is
could do
really
that.
good to look
What's
at,
wrong with
but
yeah?
she can't act.
Yeah, what's wrong with Natalie Portman?
She can't act.
well, I disagree with that.
Yeah,
Well,
I
she got
disagree with
better,
that
but
too.
in those movies she did badly, but she was really good to look at. But the real downer for me was
Yes, I
the guy
know.
who played Anakin in 2 and 3, with Kristen or whatever
You
the
know,
fuck his
I
Yeah,
name is.
keep
Hayden
hearing that
Christensen.
and talking about the
No,
way he played
I
it,
think you did
but
good.
that's
But
exactly what he was meant to be.
yeah,
That's
I think you
exactly
did
why
good.
he ended up
Yeah,
as Darth Vader,
you
because
did.
he was a whiny little emo kid
Well,
that made
yeah,
impulsive decisions and he fucked up.
there you
That was
go.
supposed to be the point.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
but then he played it too well because he was a whiny emo to the point where he annoyed everybody.
Right.
Eh,
Right. Well, no. Well, I like
I think you're
Natalie
just being
Portman.
a grumpy old man
Yeah, she was
who's nitpicking.
yeah, she was
Guilty.
she was my first celebrity crush. So yeah.
I enjoyed looking at Natalie Portman,
Uh-huh.
especially when she wore the bare midriff outfits.
Mm-hmm.
That looked good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. That's
I don't
right.
know. I think they could have picked somebody better for acting purposes, maybe not for the eye candy part.
That's right. You know, yeah, I know.
I
Or
don't think
yeah.
she's a terrible actress.
No.
No, I mean, her overall body of work shows that she's a decent actress. But
Mm-hmm.
in Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, I thought they could have done better.
Yeah.
She was a younger actress than the one that played in V and Black Swan
Yeah.
and a couple of those other movies that she did later where she got
Yeah.
better at her craft.
Well, she was one of those. You have to figure she started young though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You know,
Yep.
she didn't do as well as I would have hoped for the first three, the prequel trilogy. I thought they could have found somebody better.
Right. Which you know that Keira Knightley plays her double in the Phantom Menace. So
You know, when Keira
yeah, I
Knightley
don't know
did
if you knew that. Yes, she
when
played was
when
the
Keira Knightley did Pirates of the
double.
Caribbean, she was like 17.
That's right. Yeah.
And
That's
no,
right. Yeah. So
Hody,
what
I
if
did not see Black Swan.
their roles had been switched? What if yeah. So what I was saying is that what if what if Kiera was Padme and Natalie was the double.
Well, I think Keira Knightley has a better range of emotion about her than Natalie Portman did.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Keira Knightley's like a foot taller than Natalie Portman. How would that
There
work?
you go. Yes, I don't know how she
don't
played
know.
her double if they're the height difference, but I don't know.
I just think the guy who played Anakin Skywalker in 2 and 3 was okay. I'll go with this one. He was too good at playing a whiny emo bitch.
That's right. He goes to those
Somebody needed to turn
emo
that
bitch.
down a little bit.
A whiny emo bitch. That's
Why
right.
I mean,
can't I
that
think
like I
of- why
said,
can't
that
I
was
think
the
of his
whole
name?
point. His emotion, him being overly emotional and
Thank you, Slim.
and hot headed is what led him to becoming Darth Vader. So you needed that character to be that.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that part, Slim. But I'm just saying that he did it too good.
They do things that he
And
played
it
it too
didn't so
good.
good it was annoying.
Too good.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, like I said, you're back to being a crusty old curmudgeon.
That's right. Well, they were I think that the role was between him and Heath Ledger. So
Hang on.
So yeah.
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
I am a crusty old curmudgeon. What's your point?
Crusty old curmudgeon. That's right. That's what you are.
That
pretty
was my
sure I
point.
spelled
I'm just
that
stating
wrong.
facts.
He's a crusty old curmudgeon.
I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong, but
Yeah, I
whatever.
got a. Yeah, I got a.
Or-
Yeah, I got
Or as
a.
the kids say, you're being a stick in the mud.
Yeah, I got a.
What kid says stick in the
Yeah, I
mud?
got a sunburn at the Slav Olympics, but it's almost gone now. But yeah, it's going away. Yeah.
Well, that's
Oh
good.
yeah, I remember you showed me that
It
on your
was
hand.
it's on the top of my hand, the back of my hand. Yeah, sure, it's right. Yeah.
Well, you gotta be careful with that
Yeah.
because that shit can hurt after.
Well,
a while.
I put sunscreen on my face, but I mean.
But you know what? There are people in this world that think Leonardo DiCaprio is an elite actor, and I think he's okay.
DiCaprio? No.
Yeah, DiCaprio.
No.
Well, why do you call him?
He's been in some stuff I thought he was good, but I'm not his biggest fan.
Yeah, why do you call him DiCaprio?
Well, why don't you sit down for a little while and watch Titanic and tell me
I have.
if he's a good actor?
Well, yes, Titanic is a fucking horrible movie, but I'm biased in that opinion. But he's done some good things. I like The Beach. I like The Quick and the Dead. I like. Oh God, there were a couple. I was just thinking of it the other day because I ended up watching it. Gangs of New York. I think that's a great movie.
Okay, let me put it this way. I would rather sit in a dentist's chair and have my teeth worked on by my ex-wife while engaged in a tax audit than watch a DiCaprio movie.
Wow, are you serious? Wow.
Now, granted, I think
that's some serious.
I think he needs. I think he needs other great actors in a movie to kind of help him out.
Yeah, that's some serious hate. But yeah.
Yes. Well, and by the way, for reference, my ex-wife went to school after the divorce. I paid for it to be a dental assistant, which is why I specifically said I'd rather have my teeth worked on by my ex-wife with a sharp instrument in her hand while having my taxes audited than sit through a DiCaprio movie.
DiCaprio. Yes, Shutter Island was good. Yeah.
And the only reason I actually sat through the movie Titanic was because I was promised a great reward for my patience afterwards.
Oh, okay.
That's a whole lot of patience because that movie is like 3.5 hours long.
And did you get it?
Damn right I did.
Now, see, I hate Titanic because my mother rewatched that thing 10,000 times, and I've just developed a hatred for that movie.
Titanic will always stick with me as one of the bottom 3 worst movies I ever had to agonizingly sit through.
I mean, it was a beautifully shot movie. It's what you'd expect out of James Cameron, the director. My problem is, how the movie ends.
Exactly.
The ship sinks.
I mean, there is no suspense. There is no, I wonder what's fixing to happen. The fucking boat hits the iceberg.
Titanic was a grandly shot, grandly put together, grandly budgeted Hallmark Network movie. You know how it's going to start. You know how it's going to end. You know that the guy is going to die in the end. Spoiler alert, he dies in the end.
Yeah, the movie was more expensive than the ship. I mean,
now I do think
it cost more to make the movie than it did to build the ship.
I do think he could have survived, but she was being a greedy ass hoe. It
There's
There you
only
go.
two
piece of that
surprises
door.
for me in that entire movie. One, the actress appeared topless for a few
That
seconds.
was
That kind of surprised me.
Kate Winslet. Yeah.
Kate Winslet, which, you know, her topless is no big deal, trust me. And
Well, if you've
at
seen
the
it,
end,
you know it's
at
no
the
big
end,
deal.
it turned out the old lady still had that necklace and then drops it over the side of the boat or something.
That's like, what a fucking waste. Seriously?
Yeah, she drops the necklace over the side of the boat at the end.
Like, that shit would have been in the first pawn shop I came across.
I mean, why didn't you give that to your children or your
Right.
grandchildren?
So you mean the
as
necklace?
an heirloom or
Right.
something
So you
to
mean
sell?
the necklace that her fiance gives her? You mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful, you know, bejeweled monstrosity of a necklace with lots of diamonds and lots of precious jewels, and
Yeah,
you know,
very
and
expensive.
you drop it in
You
the
can
middle
sell
of
that
North
thing,
Atlantic
yeah.
like a
Yeah,
dumb
yeah, you can sell that thing. Yeah.
Now, you do know that necklace is real.
I don't give a shit if it was real or not. It's the fact that she is selfish enough to drop it in the middle of the ocean rather than give it to her family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how about the fact that she was so selfish she wouldn't give up a piece of that door to let her little boy toy survive?
I know, right?
Fucking greedy hoe.
No, Hoagie, I did not see The Departed. I've seen clips of The Departed. It looks like an interesting movie. You know, makes me kind of homesick for when I grew up in Boston with all the Boston accents.
I guess we're naming all of these.
I make it a point to avoid movies that have
all
certain
these
actors in them,
movies.
like DiCaprio.
I'll give just about
De
any movie a
Niro.
chance.
I don't really want to watch De Niro shit
No,
anymore.
I don't give a...
No.
Now, see, I don't give a fuck what Robert De Niro says. That's one of the best actors ever in Hollywood.
No, I agree. He's one of the best actors, but some of the movies he's done recently are just, you know, like what, Bad Grandpa? Oh, come on.
That was actually kind of funny.
Dirty Grandpa. Sorry.
That was kind of funny, actually.
I mean, the highlight of the thing is he squirts mustard on some girl's tits.
It had Zac Efron was in it too.
Yeah, Zac Efron isn't somebody I'd go out and actively seek one of his movies either.
One of my favorites with De Niro was actually one of the later ones he did when he did Righteous Kill with Al Pacino. That movie's fucking awesome.
I didn't see that one yet. I heard that was a really good movie.
I mean, it's De Niro and Pacino.
I missed it.
How dare you, sir?
Oh, well, fuck me. I'm a bad person. You know, what can I say?
I don't know. What can you say? I don't know.
Well, it's a great movie, and you should go see it. It has a hell of a twist in it.
Hell of a twist.
I like Hoagie. I like Jack Nicholson. He's an excellent actor, one of the best ever.
Jack Nicholson's a pimp.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I didn't, and The Departed. I mean, the cast of The Departed reads like a Hall of Fame of Hollywood for male actors, even with Alec Baldwin in it. But
Departed.
Well, shit, they're fixing to do another Expendables, so that'll be another ensemble cast of '80s action hero actors.
That should be a fun movie. All of those movies are fun movies.
Yeah, my only gripe with the third one is they kind of going for a PG-13 rating instead of keeping it rated R.
Yep, The Shining is definitely one of the all-timers. That's for sure. Watching a man slowly lose his fucking mind. I mean, Pizza Woman, Shining, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Shining wasn't so much a horror movie,
so it's not that scary.
You know, some guy running around the forest with a machete and a hockey mask.
Oh, okay, so it's not.
It's more of a Hitchcockian suspense movie.
So it's not that scary. Is what you're saying?
No, I mean in terms of blood and gore, Shining is.
I mean, it's got the startle moments.
Yeah.
But
And
it's
that
kind of like
scene with the
if you've seen. It's kind of like if you've seen The Secret Window with Johnny Depp. Like that's not really a horror movie, but it's definitely a suspense movie.
Shining is a classic.
It is.
Shelley, and I am not a Shelley Duvall fan. I think that was the actress's name. Is it Shelley Duvall?
I think.
Who is the actress? K-Dog, help me out. Who's the actress in Shining? I mean, just anyway, she I mean, she's really not the easiest thing to look at, I gotta say. But Jesus, she does scared shitless wife. Fantastic.
Yeah, Rick Sanchez says, yeah, Rick says the book was better.
The book is always better.
Rick, have you read the book?
Every book that I've read that they've made into a movie, or if I saw the movie first, the book is always better, without a doubt.
Yeah. The Pizza Woman facts. The twins were definitely creepy.
Oh yeah.
And the naked woman scene, that was that was a little hard to watch.
I mean, there
started out great. But
there are some that I guess are considered horror movies, but they're based on a true story, like The Exorcism of Emily Rose or something like that. Like the story of that movie is great. Like just following the story of it. So I can get into that. I mean, I'm when it comes to horror, I'm an old school Halloween, Friday the 13th fan.
It was Shelley Duvall. You know, Kevin Bacon was in Friday the 13th.
Yep,
he was.
Yeah,
Johnny Depp was in
the
Johnny Depp was in the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
He was playing an actor on a commercial on the TV when somebody got killed.
But Kevin Bacon was the one that got laid and then got a drill run up through his chest.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I mean that's
okay. So we drilled somebody and then he got
drilled somebody and then got drilled. Yeah.
Well, that's the unwritten rule of horror movies. If you're a whore, you're dead, man or woman.
Yeah, so what do you think about
Georgia Bulldog Will is here?
Yeah, so what do you think about Anthony Richardson? Yeah.
Who?
Anthony Richardson, yeah.
He's no longer at UF, right?
Okay. Yeah, so I meant what do you think about him as a quarterback? I mean,
as a Florida Gator quarterback, he was a horror show. He was, except for Trayon Harris, he's probably the worst quarterback in the past 30 years.
Okay, Rick Sanchez, please name me. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Okay, you beat me to it. I don't necessarily think the Green Mile movies or the Shawshank Redemption movie was better than the book, because I've read both those books. Now they were both much longer than the book, yes.
Anthony Richardson left the University of Florida and no longer exists.
Okay, so what do you think about him being so it looks like he's gonna be a first round pick, which I think is crazy, and I'm sure you agree.
Anthony Richardson left the University of Florida and no longer exists because he's going to the National Felons League.
Right. So I guess given that how terrible you said he is, right?
Well, so I actually disagree with that. With the fact that it's crazy, he's going in the first round based off his athletic ability. He's not going to be a quarterback in the NFL.
Probably going in the first round because he's a good athlete and it's a thin quarterback class.
There you go.
And actually, Celine, I've got to push back on your National Felons League
Push
because
back.
there are many more felons elected to Congress than there are in the NFL
There you
by a
go.
long
Oh,
shot.
I wouldn't argue with that at all. But sports
Well,
is sports, and politics is politics.
well, I mean, that's just a fact. There ain't nothing to argue there. I've got the
No,
numbers on
I'm not
that.
arguing with you. I'm agreeing with you. But as much as I think that there's 535 crooks in the U.S. Congress, and and the number of crooks in the executive branch and the bureaucracy number in the thousands.
Well, there's
That's a given.
435 in Congress, and 380 of them either have convictions or are pending conviction.
Oh,
Right. So they're all. So they're
you're
all.
never going to get me to disagree with any of that, but I'm
So they're
concentrating
all.
on
So
the
they're
national.
all. So they're all crooks, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Yep.
Every one of them.
And that's why I constantly make the point to
Good
people to
job.
quit looking at those fuckers to try and fix all your problems.
That's right. That's why I said, yeah. The solution is not Republican or Democrat. The problem is Republican or Democrat.
Very true.
Traveling Fools is here and says Empire of the Sun better movie than the book.
Well, that may be.
Isn't that the one with Bruce Willis?
Yes, it is. That's
Like
a book I have not read
mercenary?
yet, but I'm gonna have to check it out now because just see if the book is better.
Well, I guess if it's a movie about a book that you've never heard of, then whatever. But
Well, I remember Empire of the Sun. The movie wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't
Empire of
great.
the
I mean, it wasn't a
Sun. I have no
destination
idea.
movie for me. But
Empire.
If
of
I'm not
the Sun, I have
mistaken,
no
Bruce
idea.
Willis is in it.
yeah,
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, I guess if you want to know, what's different, I guess you can, look up whatever movie, movie versus book, and then it will tell you that the main differences between the book or the movie, and then you decide.
Like
which
perfect
one is
example.
better.
Interview with a Vampire is an absolutely fantastic movie. It's one of my favorite movies ever, but the book is still better.
it's a shame what's happening to Bruce Willis.
Yep.
He didn't deserve this.
He's getting dementia. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He didn't deserve it.
Well,
I'll
let you in on a little fact that a lot of people want to ignore. Life's not fair.
There you go.
Thank you.
There
I
you go.
appreciate that.
We do nothing to deserve stuff, but it happens to us anyway. So. Yeah.
K-Dog says he has no interest in books, only movies. Gee. And in other breaking news, the sun will rise in the east, water's wet, and politicians are crooked.
And Celine is grumpy.
Yeah.
There you go.
I am a grumpy old Jew.
Yeah, he's crusty. You're a crusty old curmudgeon. Curmudgeon.
How do you spell curmudgeon? I better fix that.
Although as much as I do like to read books as well, one of the trivia questions that Vic got right, if I had gotten it, I'd have taken a shot. That H.G. Wells question, I really would have probably thrown out Jules Verne, because that's what I was thinking while you were sitting there trying to come up with that.
Oh, yes, right. And Venus also has no moons, but yeah.
I ain't know that one either. I'd have got that one wrong.
Venus has 0 moons, yeah. How many moons does Venus have? Well, I know Venus had a moon, but yeah.
Sven, I beg to differ with that.
They don't. And Mercury doesn't either, yeah. Yeah, Mercury and Venus are the only planets in the solar system that don't have moons. So.
Sven, I'm gonna have to disagree with that because I've got a bookcase full of DVDs that have got dust on them.
Yeah, I got racks and racks of DVDs and Blu-rays. They got dust on them.
Racks on racks on racks.
Wait a minute. Pluto doesn't have a moon, does it?
Yeah,
Pluto's not a planet anymore.
Well, they keep going back.
Well, yes, Pluto. Yes, Pluto has a moon, but yeah.
The last I read, Pluto is considered a planet again. But
last I read,
been a
Pluto
while.
was back to being a moon or a planetoid.
Really? Okay. Well,
It's not
a moon
I
of
don't,
what?
I don't know. Go ask NASA.
Let's
Hang on.
use
Well,
Google.
hang on a minute. Let's
Go
look
ahead
it
and
up.
use Google. Yeah.
Let's look it up. Hang on.
That's a fight you need to take up with NASA, sir, not me. I was always taught it's a planet.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, they call it a dwarf planet. Yeah.
Pluto is officially classified as a dwarf planet by
That's still a
NASA.
planet. Yes, planet. So there you go.
So
planet.
It's now a planet again. Does it have a moon?
Oh, okay, K-Dog. There's a CD that's been sitting on top of my Xbox, or a DVD that's been sitting on top of my Xbox for 2 years. It's covered in dust.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Seems like Pluto has. Well, it seems
Pluto
like
does have a moon.
They got a bunch of moons.
Yeah. Charon.
5 moons. Charon, Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra.
Yep. So believe it or not, Pluto has 5 moons. Son of a bitch.
So a dwarf planet has more moons than our planet. That makes plenty of sense.
Big
that
is Pluto.
That's funny.
I mean, isn't Pluto the size of our moon?
Well, it seems like the.
I think it's bigger than our moon, but
bigger than the moon, smaller than Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
it seems
K-Dog,
like
it's not
Pluto.
the case.
Yeah, the diameter of Pluto is 1,473 miles.
Look at VicTube looking up facts. RB Smada, NASA has reclassified Pluto as a planet.
It's a dwarf planet. Yeah.
I think Traveling Fools hit the nail on the head. Let Pluto identify as whatever it wants to.
Yeah, Pluto identifies as a lesbian.
It's a dwarf planet.
Body.
It's a dwarf planet.
Well, how do you know Pluto likes the word dwarf? That might offend them.
I know it probably does, but I mean, it probably would offend me if I was Pluto. But
I don't know.
Oh yeah, so you wants to call it
half
little
the English
planet.
language is offensive to somebody.
Not to be called a little planet. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Pluto identifies as a female, semi-binary little planet. Something like that. I don't know. Somebody will correct me in the comments, I'm sure.
If I identify as the president, can I just go in the White House and take a nap in the Lincoln bedroom?
No,
you can't take a nap in the Lincoln bedroom because Biden beat you to it.
I identify as a president. I mean, Trump tried to identify as the president, but it didn't work. So because he's not the president.
Well, that's okay. He'll run in 2024 and beat him again for a third time. So that's fine.
Yeah, probably not. I actually. There actually is betting lines in Vegas on this, and right now Trump's number 3 with a 20% chance of winning. Biden's ahead of him at like Biden's ahead of him at like 22%, and DeSantis is above him at like 34%.
So is Biden running again?
Oh, he's going to run again because why? Because his wife's going to push him into it.
Well, they got it. No, I think it's just lack of better options.
Need to.
What about his wife's going to push him into it?
What about Pete Buttigieg?
Booty? Yeah, no, he's not running this time.
Yeah, well, he was a terrible mayor, so I don't know what makes people think that he'd be a good president.
So what made him a terrible mayor?
Well, that's the people of South Bend that complained about him.
Oh.
You look at his record in South Bend, Indiana. It wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. But you know what? I hope DeSantis doesn't run in 24. I want him to stay governor of
That's
Florida.
right. That's right. You'd rather
And
you'd
I'd rather
rather
he finish the term in
yeah,
Florida.
you'd
And
rather not lose him
Well,
as a
here
no, I don't want to
governor
lose.
here's a
than
fair
him become
trade. We'll
president.
send you Jeb Bush back. How about that?
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no, no,
no.
no, no, no. What
No,
you don't
thank you.
what you don't like Jeb Bush?
No, I don't like rhinos. Thank you. Another
Because
Mitt
he's a
Oh, that's
Romney,
rhino.
Jeb
funny.
Bush slob. I don't need
Because
that.
he's a rhino. Okay.
DVD is here. And Lou is here. So I got heavy hitters
Because he's a
showing
rhino.
up late.
Yeah.
But BVD is here. Good to see. And Lou is here. Good to see them both.
A
I'm
rhino.
sure.
But I thought the Bush family was a well-respected, good Christian Republican family.
He
No.
is.
No.
Well, he is. But,
No.
well, he is.
I'm sure they're well respected in Kenny Bunkport, but not here. No.
Who? Okay.
I don't want to talk politics. I really don't.
You
For some reason. And when I say I don't want to talk politics, that must mean I'm really not in the mood for it, because that's what
I'm
my
just making
degree
jokes
was in.
about it. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, well, jokes are fine. I don't want DeSantis to run. I want him to run in 28. I want to keep him here in Florida and finish
how
the
long?
job.
We'll keep him
I
here
think
for how
screwed
you
on
want to
that,
keep him
sir.
here for how long?
Well, he'll be term limited out in 26, so he won't run again in 26.
So why not let him run? That's right. Oh, yeah. Read BBD's news column. Apparently, BBD and Lou are cool again. So.
I didn't think that BVD and Lou hated each other anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
they're
cool.
They don't look at things the same, and that's perfectly fine. No, Vandy Dandy, I can't see that comment.
Yeah, we care.
Well, I mean, K-Dog, everybody hates your spreadsheet, so it's not just him.
But I was not aware that BVD and Lou hated each other. I know that they had, they didn't see things the same. And, hell, I don't see things the same as Lou.
No,
I don't think he hates me. Certainly don't hate him.
Oh, you don't.
I don't see things the way Vic does. I don't see the things the way BVD does. I don't see the way things that Slim Shady Kane does. But I don't think anybody here hates me except maybe Rick Sanchez hates me.
No, I think Rick Sanchez just likes tweaking your nose a little bit.
Well, he's got to do better than he's doing because he hasn't succeeded yet.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I highly doubt that Rick Sanchez could ever tweak.
Still hates your spreadsheets. No, I thought that was Pete who hates the spreadsheets. But yeah, remember one time he was doing Lunch Money Show and
he said his spreadsheets would have had the score done quicker.
and he got and then Pete got mad on one of the Lunch Money shows. He was trying to do the odds. He said, "Why don't you just put in a spreadsheet?" It's like, you know what? You can make your own spreadsheet. Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad that there doesn't seem to be a lot of argument about the scoring for the Slob Olympics this year like there was last year. And
well, there wasn't a whole lot of argument last year.
Let's see. BVD certainly got to work on his typing a little bit.
Well, I mean, BVD did pretty good in the Slob Olympics. I think he came in 13th. So yeah, he finished ahead of me. So.
I mean, you're just now figuring that out, Saleen. I've gotten text from him from 2 years ago. I'm still trying to decipher the code on.
Yeah, I've gotten texts from BVD. It's a little. You sort of have to take some liberties with the There you go.
My typing is flealess.
Yeah, it's kind of like Claw-Tide with his bianal.
Yeah, yes, his word was. Yeah, they
um,
asked Lawtide to spell. Yeah, his word was biannual, and he spelled bianal. He spelled BIANAL. Yeah.
Does somebody want to inform Will of who won the slobs?
Because, that was the Uncle Will. Yeah.
No. It was Pope Lucius the First.
Oh yeah, Pope Lucius the First. That's right.
Is that what he called himself? Really?
Yeah, he was a pope.
No, but there's
a
a
bishop,
troll account running around at
Yeah.
Pope Lucius the First, so we're just kind of running with it.
Oh, I think he was on here a couple weeks ago. I think.
I wish
Probably.
I will to there.
So, Slam, you would have lost the bet about me being kicked off of here after 10 minutes.
I never said I made a bet. I was just informing the good people that matriculate in your comment section what the betting lines were. That is all.
Ooh, matriculate. That's a good word.
Yeah.
What now? Yeah, but can you spell that though?
I can't. No. Come on. I think I only got like 12 thumbs ups there. I got 26 people in here. My screen only shows 12 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Give me some more thumbs up.
I think that would have gotten some people at the spelling bee. But, yeah.
Click that thumbs up button. Help me out here. Jesus Christ. I only got a few minutes left anyway. I got to head over to the folks' house. I keep calling it my folks' house, but unfortunately, I only got one folk.
It's your folk house. Yeah.
Don't feel bad. You're look at it like this. You're on the same playing field I've been on my whole life.
Yeah. That doesn't mean I don't miss the man,
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just.
I was just talking about him to somebody the other day. I think everyone knows that my parents were and are glass collectors, glass art collectors. Right. And I actually was talking to one of their favorite artists a few days ago. We were talking about pop quite a and they started out as like a quick conversation. We ended up talking to each other for about 45 minutes. I heard stories about my pop that I never heard before. It was an interesting. I was very grateful for the enlightenment. Seems that he had an influence on a lot of people's lives that I didn't know about until recently, and that's kind of neat to find out, because I actually felt bad afterwards, because I kept thinking to myself, maybe you were a bit too myopic when he was alive. You didn't know about some of this stuff, and you're just finding out now when it's too late. Yeah, I mean, I never called my dad daddy. I don't think I ever used the word daddy after I was no longer a toddler or something. I always called him dad or pop, and after a while, I called him sir. I remember I played a joke on him once. It was righteously funny if you know. The Yiddish word for grandpa is Zadie.
Zadie.
Like the Yiddish word for grandma is bubby or bubala. And he didn't want to be called that. I actually asked him before we had our first child if he wanted to be called Zadie. I knew the answer, but I thought I would just tweak him a little bit. And he said, never have your kids call me that. He wanted to be grandpa.
So what was it?
As a joke I taught my older daughter
Yeah.
when she was like 3 or something, like 3 or about 3. I taught her the word Zadie and
Zadie.
worked with her for about 2 weeks.
Zadie. You
And
didn't like
um,
it?
and
I
and
guess
we
you didn't
came
like
down from Atlanta, and I told her, now go run up to Grandpa and hug him and call him, do what I taught you, right? So she runs up to him, and he's a little toddler, a little 2-foot tall toddler, runs up to him, hugs his legs, and looks up at him and says, Zadie! And
it.
the look on his face was priceless. He started laughing, but then he pulled me aside later and said, have her forget that.
Yeah, let her forget it. Yeah, don't have to
I thought it was funny as hell.
I just want to be, you just wanted to be grandpa. Yeah.
He just wanted to be grandpa. I mean,
Well, that's like my.
I thought it was funny.
That's like the funeral I had to go to in February. She didn't want any of us calling her grandma. She wanted us all to call her Nana.
Well, my grandparents had very distinct requests. My mom's parents wanted to be grandma and grandpa. My dad's parents wanted to be Nana and Papa.
Okay, that's good.
So whenever I said Papa, everyone knew who I was talking about.
That's good.
So I've told my children that when they have grandchildren, or when they have children, I want to be Papa. Because I want to honor my Papa. So I will.
I want your children to teach them crusty old curmudgeon.
There you go, the crusty curmudgeon.
Crusty. Well, I think it would be kind of hard for a little kid to say curmudgeon. So
curmudgeon.
It depends on the kid. They'll surprise you.
Yeah, they will. They will.
Curmudgeon.
But I think I'm probably quite a number of years away from becoming a grandpa. So I'm not really worried about it right now.
You hope. I mean, you could find out tomorrow that you're going to be a grandpa.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
And since one of them has a not boyfriend, so.
No, we moved past that.
Okay, so he has
boyfriend. We moved past that a long time ago. The not
official.
boyfriend is the not boyfriend is now about this far away from being a live-in boyfriend. So
he has become official. Okay.
Oh yes, he's long since become official. And the younger one she's got a boyfriend too. And she's about ready to graduate. In fact, 2 months from now, she'll be a graduate.
G and Jeep. Yeah, there it is. As Arby's Mata says that.
Yes, Dandy, and that's very unfortunate.
His parents calls his grandkids G and Jeep.
BVD says he's in danger of being a pawpaw at any moment. Wait a minute. Would that be from your son or your daughter?
What about? I think he's on his son, probably.
But
I was thinking his son already had a kid.
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but his daughter is kind of young to be birthing in babies.
Well, Bandy Dandy's commenting what's wrong with society these days.
Okay. So if your son already has 2, so that means that you're already a papa.
So daughter is really.
That means that you're already.
She's just a kid, isn't she?
Wouldn't that already make you a papa?
Yeah, I was about to say, if his son already has 2 kids, then he's already a papa. Yeah. Oh, your daughter is 22? Why did I think his daughter was like 17 or 18?
Okay, so Bailey and Hayden. Okay, I guess those are his son's kids. Okay.
I don't even pay attention anymore.
Or I guess those are his son's kids.
Yeah, this RB Smata makes a good point. Yeah. No, I agree with you, Smata. But I'm really proud of the younger one. She really worked hard to get into college, and she really worked hard when she was in college. And she's found something she's good at and that she has a passion for. And now, even after she gets her bachelor's degree, she's going to be going for a master's. So not quite done with school yet, but really proud of the kid for getting this far. And
Well, I mean, that's all well and good to a point. Just because you have a passion for something doesn't mean that people are willing to pay you for said passion.
in her case, I can guarantee it.
Well, and that's fine, but that's a problem a lot of people run into.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And
I agree.
The education system spent 50 years saying you can be whatever you want when you grow up, and that's why you have a bunch of people coming out of college with useless fucking degrees.
Well, sometimes you can. But.
Well, she is getting her degree in psychology, and what she's going for is she's going to be working she wants to be working with autistic children and young adults. And you got to admit, Slim, there's plenty of them around, and the supply is not getting smaller.
No, you're right.
She's got a career for life if she wants it. And the other one's a teacher, and there's still plenty of kids being made, so that one's got a career for life too.
Run out.
Well, sure, it's a career for life, but depending on where you are, it's not exactly a well-paying one.
Well,
Right.
She's in Florida, and they just gave teachers a raise again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it all depends. Like, it
on the state, but yeah.
I guarantee you, a teacher in Miami makes a whole lot more than a teacher up in Weewahitchka.
Yep, you're true.
So it's all about location.
Combat.
Well, she's here in the same town I'm in, so
it's that combat pay. So yeah.
I'm not even necessarily
she's
saying
teaching
combat
first
pay.
graders. How bad could it be?
I'm not even necessarily saying combat pay, but it's a perfect example. I've got a cousin that's a teacher. She is taught in the town that she lives in, which is about an hour outside of Milwaukee. Now she's working for a school in Milwaukee, and she makes six figures.
Sanchez, my daughter would tear you apart. You don't want none of her.
Yeah. So has she figured out what's wrong with you yet, or?
Yes,
no. What's wrong with him is well known.
Yeah, what's wrong with me is well known. I don't need a psychiatrist to tell me what's wrong with me. I got trust issues. I got anger issues, and I got road rage.
I don't think you have anger issues or road rage.
How dare you, sir? Fuck you.
Because you're not very confrontational.
Well, depends on the situation. But
I mean,
I
used to like to fight people, so I would say yes, I had anger issues.
But I have to go.
It's getting to be that's about that.
It's gotten to be 5:00, and I got to go.
I think it's only 4.
Actually, it's after 5. But I guess there are other people doing streams today. I think Tiger Cat is going to be on at 8:00.
Mm-hmm. But they want to do their post Slav Olympic streams. So
I don't know. All I know is my stream ends right about now. So I thank VicTube and Slim, and earlier Nate the Great, who wasn't late, came on here. Other people didn't want to, so that's fine. But I will see you gentlemen on the next stream.
All right, buddy.
Be safe out there. Be careful there, Vic. All right, so episode 125 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, SaleenDriver, in the books. I want to thank everyone in the comments section. If you haven't already done so, please click that thumbs up button for me. It does help a lot. Will was here. Lou made an appearance and said, what, 5 words? BVD was here. Pizza Woman, my number 1 troll killer, was here. Battle Angel was here. Tiger Cat was here. Hoagie was here. Doomit was here from the beginning and stayed all the way to the end. RB Samada was here. K-Dog, CJ, Vandy Dandy. My number 1 super troll, Rick Sanchez, was here. Thank you all for coming by. If I didn't mention you, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It's just that I'm running out of time and I got to go. But thank you all for coming here. We'll do it again next week. Peace. See ya.